Hey everyone, Barty Toto here, and today I look like caca. My hair is like nasty because of the humidity, but it's not what I look like, it's what I'm going to say. So first of all, as always, be humble, work hard, and be kind, and show gratitude. So I am a New York Times author of the book The Power of Asking, Disrupt Your Brand, featuring Gary Vee and Kids for Gratitude. And the foundation of my business and my life is gratitude. So I was born in Texas, raised in Hawaii, and I live by the Aloha Spirit, which is really gratitude. And haven't spent a dime in 18 years on marketing and branding. And that ticks a lot of people off. In fact, it might even tick you off, and you're wondering, what am I doing? So today I want to talk about how to sell without selling, or actually why people don't want to buy from you and how you approach them. In fact, I'm about to do a webinar on secret marketing strategies. You can click the link below to contact me. Secret marketing strategies, how to get on the front page of YouTube, and how to communicate effectively. Because you are not being taught to sell properly, or what I can call engaging. And this is a shout out to my realtors, and this is a shout out to people online. So example, you walk into a T-Mobile store, okay, and you're looking for a phone, and all of a sudden the guy tells you about all the gadgets and stuff, and you're like, I'll think about it. It's because he overwhelmed you with too much information that you didn't care about. He didn't bother asking, what is this for? What is the purpose of you buying it for? If he had a different approach, instead of vomiting on you, and asked, what is the purpose of you coming in today, and getting to know you? And you said, oh, I'm buying a gift from my husband. And he said, oh my gosh, you're a great wife, sold versus vomiting on everyone. A lot of people think that they know what someone wants, but they don't. Example, there's people out there right now who, tell you to create a course or create a coaching course or whatever, and that you're going to make all this money. It's, high ticket sales items. I am so tired of seeing these ads for digital marketing, and I can do high ticket sales and make 7 figures and all this stuff. And what they don't tell you is, yeah, you can make the course, and then what? How do you contact these people? How do you communicate with these people? How do you build them to like, know, and trust you versus vomiting? And so a lot of people think that they have the best course, that they've created something that everyone's going to want it, and that's not true, because you might not know their needs or want. I'll give you an example. Switching gears to realtors. Okay, hey realtors, example, I'm not there, but I'm using this as an example. In Dallas, Texas, all right, a lot of people from California are moving to Dallas. Realtors think that they know what they want, that they can get a house that they had in California that looks like $1 million for XYZ price. And so all of a sudden they're saying, oh, I found a bunch of houses for you to look at. And then they go and they're like, I don't want this, I don't want that. And they never bothered asking what they wanted. Maybe they want to be in a small town. Maybe they're tired of California. My friend moved from California to Tennessee and lives in a small town. And she was telling me this story about the realtor, that she was annoyed because they were like telling her all these things and saying, oh, this is a great community, that's a great community, without ever asking what they were looking for. Now, I wrote the book, The Power of Asking. It is not just about asking questions. In fact, how, I got, like, if you follow me on Instagram at Barty Toto, you'll see that I have a lot of people that follow me, and I'm not saying this stuff to impress you. I used to be a nurse, okay? Went from nurse to New York Times author to, branding strategist and communication expert. And, I have people that follow me that are untouchable. When you have Starbucks mentions you, or you have, Ashburn mention you, or you have American Airlines mention you, that mention goes out to millions of people that didn't know you before. And the reason why I built that respect, and I don't sound this to be like on me, is because of how I've communicated with them and how I've talked to them. So back to my real estate, is that people aren't asking questions, what they want, what they're looking for. It's like, you can have the best course, like all these digital marketers, you're not selling, you're selling an opportunity to sell opportunity. You're not, helping anyone. And then people are telling people online, oh, you can make 6 figures. You can do this, you can do that. Buy my course. So you buy the course. Okay, this happened to me a long time ago. Spent $1,000. All I got was information overload. I wasted $1,000. And I swore to God from that day forward, I would never, ever sell information. And I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it, because nobody ever helped me. And how I have, gotten out there in Forbes magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, all these things. And like I said, once again, it's not to impress you, it's pressed upon you. How I did it. I actually did it starting with gratitude. And you're like, how the heck did you do that with gratitude? And it's getting to know someone. A friend request is an ask. Ask big. I mean, I didn't care if they were a celebrity. I didn't care that they were executive producer on the Today Show. In fact, in my course, I show how to get to niche targeted audience. So if you're an author and you want to be on certain TV shows, I can show you how to get to those producers and so forth, but it's about building a relationship. You don't want to just throw up on them. And realtors, you got to stop assuming what people want. And please don't be mad at me, but I teach realtors, there's so many. There's, I think, more realtors than houses. And it is competitive in the real estate market on how you treat someone. There's 2 people I follow on Instagram. One lady, she, puts God first. The other one, she's from another state. She's very humble, very, and I have a client who's a realtor that is extremely humble, extremely loving, and is not pushy, and gets to know her clients. And that is how she's been so successful. But whether you're a realtor or whether you're a coach, you cannot vomit on people. 3 tips. 1, your brand is not your product. Your brand is not your coaching program. Your brand is you. People are attracted to people, not product. I don't care if you disagree with me. I don't, I have results. I don't, it doesn't bother me if you disagree. Well, I was told this. I was told my brand was a logo. No, it's not. I have something called the invisible branding method. Apple, it's not the logo. Apple, their brand is, you go in there to the Genius Bar and you have all this help and, the Geek Bar and all this stuff. There's more people in the store wanting to help you than are in the store. That's their brand. Starbucks, yeah, they sell coffee, but their brand is gratitude. You go in there and there's gratitude walls. In fact, do you know how many times, they've been like, you know what, we want to buy you a coffee today. I'm like, wow, or one day someone says, how's your day going? I'm like, She goes, you know what, I'm going to make it better for you. Let me buy you a coffee. I'm like, wow, and it makes you want to go there, It's all in how you treat people. So if you're struggling in sales, it's probably because you don't know how to sell. Each one of us is in sales. We sell our kids on vegetables. You sold yourself to your spouse. You're in sales. But the reason most of us hate or won't admit we're in sales is because we've had a bad experience with a salesperson. There's 2 people that I can't stand. And don't be offended. This is why I train realtors. Is 1, car salesman in realtors. And the reason is I've had a really bad experience. I go to a car sales lot, they follow you around. I bought a car recently and they had nothing to do with me because I wasn't spending $50,000. I was only spending, $21,000 for something for one of my kids. And they totally ignored me. And they're like, you don't know who I am. No, I seriously, it was bad. And then I went to the manager, and it gets even better. The car salesman texts me. He would not have a conversation with me. He says he's too busy in the sales room selling, and that he only texts people. That is not communication. That's horrible. Okay? So I was furious. I'm like, so I'm going to drive 4 hours away, and you're not going to pick up the phone and give me 2 seconds to call me and say, hey, I'm busy right now. I haven't forgotten about you, but let me call you back, or something. And, I even see people like on text, they're using text. Text is great, but you know what? Give someone some attention. This is what I'm seeing online. People are wondering why people aren't sharing their stuff, because you never share their stuff. I have musicians who say, nobody ever shares my stuff. Nobody ever buys it. I'm like, well, are you sharing other people's stuff? Are you collaborating? Are you making comments? Well, I don't have time to make comments. Well, guess they don't have time to buy from you. It takes 1 second to make a comment. You can stroll, you can make a comment, okay? Commenting is a form of gratitude. Watch my video with Gary Vee, you'll see. Anyway, my rant is this: stop selling. Get to know people. If you are in sales and you're struggling, please click on the link below. Please book a call with me. And I say that because, you're wondering why your sales are failing, why you're not succeeding. It's not what you say, but how you say it. And I can, help you iron that out. And if you're a realtor and you are not, getting real estate sales, it's not because you're not dancing on TikTok, okay? And realtors, I know how to get you on the front page of YouTube with any phrase or keyword. I hope you're on YouTube. And you can't just do YouTube. You can't just throw up a video and expect it to work. It won't work. So the foundation has to be gratitude. And you have to ask questions, what people want. Barty, I got to make a sale. Oh, my quota is low. You know what? Who cares if your quota is low? You never know who that person is. The person that ignored me, he didn't know who I was. I've worked with Kia. I've worked with Porsche. I've trained these people. And it's like, when he did find out who I was, he about died, He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, a little late, so. And I'm not all that a bag of chips. I'm not better than anyone. I was a nurse in another life, took the love of helping other people onto the internet. But it's just, you got to stop my hair. I got a lot of hair. You've got to stop selling people. All right. I know this was a little long, and I really hope you got something out of it. But I hope that you will stop looking at your product as your brand, or trying to sell your product as your brand. Not everyone needs your product. You do have to have a solution to a problem, okay? My solution on YouTube is getting you on the front page of YouTube with any phrase or keyword so you don't get lost in the noise. My solution to my marketing and branding strategies on Instagram is so that you can hone in on a niche targeted audience and get rid of the noise and you don't get frustrated. My strategy on, not telling you what you want to hear, but what works and what doesn't, is because I don't want that done to me. It's a solution to a problem. I want you to not have any failure. I want you to make no mistakes. I don't want you to get hung up on my website has to be a certain way. Nobody ever goes to my website except to contact and call me, They're all on Instagram with me. And then I send them to a website. You know, someone today says, oh, you don't have a call to action. I said, I have a contact and I have courses, you know. I don't need to vomit right when they get me on the front page. No. Anyway, I love you guys. Hope you got something out of us. That's it.